You're manifesting all possibilities. I am both on Facebook and on Instagram, and I'm still waiting for the Instagram to connect. It's funny, it takes longer than the Facebook. So, welcome everyone. And I see Instagram coming live now. Hello. Hello, dear Manifesting All Possibilities High Vibe Tribe. I'm Colette Stryker. I'm a licensed psychotherapist. I live in Houston, Texas, where it's pretty wet right now, but I am blessed. We're blessed to be in a place where a ray of sun is coming in, which we have not had sun for a short week now, and I'm so grateful. So, hi, Betty's here. Hello. So if you are new here and have never been here, I'm going to give you a little bit the tradition that we have. Let me see if I can get, I am going to disappear for a second just to get you a link. I am getting a link. Here we go. Here we go. Voila. Here we go. All right, hello. Yes, so here's the link of the welcome gift that I am, sharing with you. That's my bestseller book and other things. But, oops, sorry, something happened. The technology weakened on me. Just a second, I'll be back. That's what life is about, It's like, hey, my little pinchy thing that holds that, I think I just broke, but I think I can repair it. Here we go. Back in order. All right. Hi, Betty. Hi, Veronica. Hello. Where are you from? So when you're new, there is a tradition. I want to know where you're from because we're going to do the hug at the end of the session, and this hug, I bring you in around the planet. We have friends and family now in the High Vibe Tribe from everywhere in the world. Hi, Michelle Costa. Hello. Hello, Nikki. They just joined me on Facebook. Oh, San Francisco. I love San Francisco. It's been my dream city all my life. And I did go there. That was the first place I landed in America, and I just adore it. And Miami, hello, you're the first one from Miami, Betty. So you're going to hold the Miami vibration, the flame at the end of the session. You will understand we do like this hug of the planet. Hello, everyone. So Betty, yes, you're from Miami. That's wonderful. I love Miami. And I love San Francisco. These are my favorite places. Hello. Oh, wow. So many people. So please make sure that if you're new here, thank you for sharing where you're from. And then grab your gift. It's a fabulous gift from me. I give you the link. It's a place where you can get it. You're going to have my bestseller book, videos and meditations and little courses and tons of things, plus the private invitation to our Facebook group, because we're recording it right now on Facebook, on this private Facebook group where Michelle and Nikki is already there live on Facebook. So here we go. Usually what I do is I answer some questions, and then on the law of attraction, and then thank you. I mean, that's and then we do the meditation. We do a smiling meditation, and after that we do the hug of the planet, and we raise our vibration. That's really the goal of the whole thing. The most important thing of all is to raise our vibration. That means to feel good. That's as simple as that. When you get it, that feeling good is the most number one priority on this planet. because what you feel is like a boomerang and it comes back to you. And if you want good things to come to you, you need to feel good. Yeah, and that's so important for you to realize that and know that there are tools and techniques, and that's where I have, as you know, 30 years of experience in the field of psychology, energy psychology, and many other fields of healing, actually, and shiatsu and oriental medicine and different things. But what really is at the core of life is how you feel. How you feel determines everything. And when I studied, since I was 17 years old, I studied the law of attraction in some way, shape or form. I was interested in the power of the mind. At the time, I didn't know it was the law of attraction. And I manifested my soulmate and then everything else, you know, coming to America and all my diploma, perfect health and everything I wanted. And so what I am doing here is I studied it so much, and I added my knowledge in psychology and the cutting edge new method that I'm the co-founder of in psychology called MAP, Manifesting All Possibilities. So mixing all of those fields together to help people, empower them, and help this planet lift up, get into high vibration, and create heaven on earth, create peace on this planet. We have so much to do as light workers. We have plenty to do, and I'm here to help and lead this movement of high vibers on this planet, and lead it with new methods, new technologies that have been given to me, and then the technology of the internet, and coming together as a family of souls. So, oh, all right. Where did you live before you went to America? I am French originally, so I lived in Paris. I lived in many places in France, Paris, Grenoble, Strasbourg, etc. And then I lived in Chicago, then I went back to Paris, then I lived in Houston. Oh yeah, and at one point I lived in New York State. So I've been traveling a lot all my life. And in between I've traveled all over the world. So that's one of my manifestations, having free time, ability to travel everywhere, having fun, trained for like 20 years of the cutting edge trainings all over the world. So that's my manifestation. I'm here to share it with you and to help you out, guys, so that you get to live your highest life, your highest, best, most happy life. Yes. Pancake is here with strawberries. I know, I remember your name. Judy, yes, Judy, you're from Boston. Hello. Hello, hello. We're a good group now. We're about 70, 80 people meeting every day, from Monday to Friday. By the way, next Wednesday, my inner circle begins, and I have to begin it at 3:30. Because I ask everyone in the world that is joining me which is the best time, and that was the only time that worked for many of them. So we decided 3:30. So we will have a short Wednesday, every Wednesday. I will perhaps answer one question, and then I will begin earlier, 15 minutes earlier, like at 2:45 my time, and I will do just half an hour instead of an hour, and I'll do perhaps one question and then the meditation, and so I have some time to prepare for my inner circle. So I have already good questions coming up. Does writing down what you want help manifest even better? That's a great question. You know, that's interesting, because writing down definitely, when you go to the core of it, you need to use your attention, focus it in one direction, and when you focus your attention long enough, you resonate with it, and when you resonate, your signal is now sending a signal. It has to be repeated so that signals get stronger and stronger and stronger, and when it gets stronger and stable and it becomes a belief, then that's how you manifest. So when you write things, it is more powerful because you're focusing your attention. Writing is one of the way to focus the most. You can't be writing and then thinking about something else and turning your head. I mean, you can, but you're spreading your attention and your energy. So the fact that you're writing is very powerful. Plus, whatever is written as an energy by itself. So what I noticed is that actually I wrote two things in a book, one in a book and one in a seminar. One is 10 years ago, the other one 4 years ago, and it all came about. I realized that only a few weeks ago when I was looking at the book and say, wow, you know, I said I'm coached by the highest, you know, the best mentors in the world. And right now I have, you know, Chris Duncan is the best mentor in the world in internet marketing. And yeah, so I am actually coached by the best in the world. And also, the other manifestation also came true. So the thing is, our manifestations come true when we desire something, we focus on it, we believe we can have that, you can write it down. And if you really believe in it, it's easy. It's just, it will come when it's the perfect timing. And it is law. But it's your doubts that block the road. It's your fears, it's your negative emotions. That's why I was so much talking about emotion. It's your negative emotions that block the road. If not, it's natural. It's the natural way the universe works. So I didn't tell you yet, but we do every day on Instagram and the Facebook group, we do this meditation, which is a smiling meditation. And I introduce a smiley face. In the meditation, it's fun. And well, it came up. Yesterday, I just posted it on Facebook, on our Facebook group. I didn't even expect that. You see, we had been focusing on happy face, smiley faces, and naturally it came into my world. It came under the disguise because the universe is very, very funny and takes the easiest path. So everything is flooded here. There is one street, there was one store open. A friend went to the store, brought up some food. We had never been to that store before. And the plastic bag, had a big smiley face on it. I was like, oh man, the universe is bringing me a smiley face right there. And it was written happy day, you know, have a good day or something like that underneath. So I took a picture and posted it. It just shows you how simple and easy it is to manifest, and you do it all the time, 24/7. Everything you have around you, you have manifested. But it's because you have thought about it, you had no doubt, and it came. Doubts, fears, worries are the antithesis, the opposite of manifestation. They bring you what you don't want. So actually I was reminded of that because I was connecting with someone over the messenger, and there was a credit card issue and I was trying to refund, and I didn't know the technology. I clicked a few things, but this person really was anxious, worried, perhaps angry, and I was thinking, oh, this person is not aware of the law of attraction. Is not aware that right now she's creating even more issues, more problems, more things coming our way right now because she believes in it so much. She was so emotional. And that's when you create, you see. And you think it's life and the universe doesn't listen to that. Well, this is the most listening thing you can do, is be emotional about something. So you need to develop self-awareness. And when you're in a panic state, relax, take a breath, trust the universe. It's okay, things will work out for you. You see, it's so important to rewire your brain. That's what we do actually in the inner circle. It's like rewire your brain. You need to believe in the universe. You need to trust in yourself. You need to love yourself. There are so many things you need to do for you to be in alignment and open to receive. Panic and reactivity is keeping you stuck and bringing worse and worse things to you. So be very aware when you are angry at someone. It's all projections. It's all issues that you have inside of you that are reactive, that are coming out. It has nothing to do with the situation. Because it was just a very simple thing. I just had to click a button. I mean, it was going to be solved. It was not a big deal. And it's the thing. It's how you react. Become more aware beings first. That's the first step. If you're not aware, you're just recreating constantly your own struggles, and that's why you reproduce what you reproduce. You need to break the patterns and begin believing other things. So let's see. All right, I have plenty of questions today. How to help one with anxiety and depression? Okay, that's a good question. Then we have, I need your help while practicing law of attraction. The current situation really pull one down. How to overcome this? Right now, this is the biggest obstacle I'm facing. Please help. Okay, definitely I will help you. I'm just going to answer the anxiety and depression. This is now time, when there is anxiety and depression, it is time to get help from the outside, from someone who is trained, can be a psychotherapist, that would be the best, that is trained in cutting-edge tools like an NLP, MAP would be the ideal, or EFT even. I would advise MAP or hypnosis perhaps. For me, I have 20, as you know my experience, I would say if you find a practitioner that is a psychotherapist and knows some good techniques, you need to get some help. Because it depends. When you're saying anxiety, depression, it could have been for months, it could have been deep, or it's just a little bit superficial. I guess if you're worried right now, that means it's such a long thing. So first of all, you can also ask them to read Abraham Hicks, to listen to Abraham Hicks every day, to read Ask and It Is Given, to listen to things that can change their mind and focus, because their focus is on thoughts that are creating those emotions, thoughts that are negative, of course. And then the difficulty with the law of attraction, it's a tricky thing. It's like, it's a magnetic field, okay? It's really magnetic. This world is magnetic. So the thing is, once you become to be a magnet of negative thoughts, then you're in a vortex of negativity, and even you try to stop a thought, you get another one and another one and another one. You have to calm down that vibration, and I think it's connected to what Irv is asking, Vashi is asking right now. You have to find a way to handle a deluge of negative thoughts because you have created it. And unfortunately, it's very fast. 1 minute, you're already in the middle of a vortex, already pulling things to you. So imagine hours and hours and days, you have created a strong habits. The good news is within 30 days, you should be able to get out of any kind of anything. If you never think about it again, it will die out. A thought will die out if you can stop it when you're thinking about it. But I'm going to give you a better solution because it's pretty hard to handle. So, anxiety, first, let's find out. Anxiety is a fear that you have created in your future, a nightmare idea that you have about your future. That means right now, when you are thinking about it and breathing, when you are just present, right now, you're usually not about to die. Okay, you're completely okay. Your feet are on the ground, you can breathe, you're safe, there usually is a roof. Most of the time, you are totally okay right now. You know, it is your mind who creating a series of thoughts and ideas and visions about your future, projecting what is happening now and generalizing it for the rest of your life or for years to come or for months to come. The brain tends to do that. So therefore, you are now living in a future that is not really a real future and you can't do anything about it. The thing is, you have created a thought that you're afraid of. You have created a nightmare in your mind. And that nightmare, you do everything you can to not think about it, but it's there. It's available to you. It's constantly gnawing at you. So one of the best way I have found to handle anxiety. Now you might need support, coaching, you might need some help there because it asks for a lot of courage. It's to confront that nightmare and to go into it. And I'm going to explain to you why it works. Because this nightmare thought is unconscious right now, and it's 24 hours 7. I mean, at least the time you are awake. The truth is the time you are awake during the day. Those thoughts are there, constantly under the ground, constantly sending their vibrations, constantly affecting your state. So you try to repress them, it doesn't work. So you have to have the courage to look at them. You take them in and say, okay, let's look at this nightmare. What is it that I am the most afraid of? And what is it that I am even more afraid of? And I call it the fear funnel. You go into it with the intention to experience it and know that you are fully safe in your bed, that 10 minutes from now when you have experienced it, your bed will still be there, your roof will still be there. It is just an illusion, but you have manifested it and you need to experience it fast with no judgment. So it's a pretty advanced tool. Don't know if you will be able to do it, but it's the ultimate letting go. It's going towards it and say, okay, what is the worst? And I did it myself. I treat myself of an anxiety when I was in New York State. I told a story one day. And I had to admit the worst. It's like, what is the worst thing that really panics me right now? I won't have enough to pay my rent. Okay, so what's the worst that can happen there? At the end, I lose my home. Yes, so what's the worst that can happen there? We're going to be homeless. Okay, so feel into it. It's like, how does it feel to really be homeless? Okay, well, honestly, I still have a car, could live in the car for a while. So let's imagine being in the car. Is it okay for me to be in a car for a few weeks or whatever it takes? Yeah, actually, I'm still alive. I can't accept the car. You see, that's where you're going to say, no, I can't. But if you keep going and say, okay, well, if I had to, could I sleep in the car? I guess so. Actually, you know what? I do have a friend, and I'm sure this friend would allow me to stay over. You know, you begin to relax, and your brain begins to tell you, you know, there are plenty of solutions. Yes, you might lose the house for a month, so what? But you know what? You're bright, you're energetic, you're going to focus, you're going to find a job, you're going to do whatever it takes. You can turn it around. So you have to go through the nightmare and accept it. As soon as you accept that it's okay, you're going to lose the house, Jesus is planning for it. You say, okay, if I lose the house, what do? I do this, I do that, I end up in the car, I end up at a friend's house. Is it okay? What could I do? This could calm down your brain and say, you know what? I'm still alive. I'm not the only one in the world without a house. I'm still alive. And if I have my brain and my hands and my arms, I can still do anything. Actually, I can even get the internet for free when I go to that thing, so I can find this, so I can work online. You are going to find solutions. There is no doubt about it. But it's the panic. The brain is only using the size of a pea, a little green pea when you are in panic, in fear, in anxiety. It shuts down your entire thinking system, your entire logic. Everything shuts down. So you have to do whatever it takes. That's where map on the go and all of that is to do that. Whatever it takes to neutralize that fear and to relax so that your brain can finally think to its fullest potential. And for it, one of the key when you don't have any other tool is to accept what you're the most afraid Accept to live it. And I know it might take a few days, a few weeks, whatever it takes for you to get to accept, but you need to keep asking yourself, could I accept that? Could I accept to lose my home? Could I accept that? And as you keep asking yourself, at one time you're going to say, you know what? Yeah, I could accept that. It's not that bad. I'm going to do this, this, and that. And then as soon as you're going to do that, the world is going to shift, but you cannot, it's not going to shift before you accept. So that's the way to do it without map, without any tools, without anyone. It's a tough way, but it works. So I hope that helps you. Hi, hello, Anisha. Yes, true. How to overcome our fears, doubts, and negative thoughts and emotions. All right, there is one of it is to confront it, like I said to you. And when I learned my lesson that letting go of resistance was the number one thing to do as fast as I could, I trained myself to do so. So when I had anxiety, I would go into my bed and say, okay, what do I have to accept? What is the worst thing? What is the thing I really don't want to think of? And I would force myself to get to it. And then I would say, could I accept that? And you realize it's all in your mind right now, because right now you're still safe. Everything is still okay. It's a complete illusion, but you need to go and release it for your mind. So your brain has lived it already, it has survived it. And actually that's why it works, I just realized, is your brain really feels safe when it has already lived and experienced something. So this is it. Now I'm just having the reason why it works. Your brain will feel safe because in your mind you have already experienced it, and you're still awake and alive and on your bed and everything is still okay and you're still breathing. So that means you're completely cool. You have survived. And now your brain can relax and say, okay, we have survived, we've done it once. Because remember, the brain doesn't care if you've done it or not. It doesn't know the difference. So it thinks you have done it. So you can do it in 5 minutes instead of staying for months into your anxiety and attracting more of the issues at the faster and faster speed. You just accelerate the whole thing by living it, feeling it, okay? That's one of the way to do it. The other one, we are going to soon have tools here that are going to be fabulous. My son has just finished recording it. So it's called Map on the Go. And then you'll be able to give yourself commands. And you don't have to have a coach or practitioner or be in one of my inner circle. You'll be able to be independent and do as much as you can by yourself, which that's what I want, empower people. So within a few weeks, it should be available to you guys and you'll have that tool. So that will really empower you. Right now, just go towards the worst case scenario and experience it in your mind, and then realize you're still alive at the end. And then your brain will calm down, and then now you can focus your attention on the solution instead of on the problem. Because when you are anxious, what you're doing is your attention is completely glued to the problem. And you have to unglue and focus your attention on what you want and glue it to the solution. That's the whole journey you need to do. Hi Farah, how you doing? Yes, everything is always working out for me. Yes, and that thought is a great thought. And you know what? It's interesting. Thoughts are available to you depending on your frequency. So perhaps when you feel good, you believe that thought. Things are always working out for me. But when you don't, you're at the bottom of that ladder that is in the gift page, by the way. So you see the ladder of emotions. When you're at the bottom of the ladder, you are not able to actually even receive that thought because it doesn't fit. It's not the right radio station. So that's why you want to avoid as much as you can and have tools to keep you up as often and as easily as you can. This is the most important thing you can ever do in your life. When you're down, it's okay, just confront it like what I told you. Confront it fast and deep and then move on. Because if not, it's going to just eat at you constantly. And what it does, of course, it's manifesting more of it. And it's creating a bigger and bigger and bigger momentum instead of confronting it really fast. So, Judy, where are you affected by the flood? Well, no, we're not. Actually, we are lucky. We have, of course, the universe is with us here. We use our pool. So we were in a place that was safe anyway. We have not been flooding at all usually, but the water was coming up, and what we did, we used the pool system. My pool, we just flushed it out in the street, and the street was well moving. The water was moving out, and so we could lower. We sent all the water in the pool, and we flushed it out in the street, and the street was, just doing good and sending them. So, we did that a few times, 4 or 5 times, even during the night, and then we stayed dry. That was perfect. So, and that was a genius idea. That was an inspiration from source. My husband is not here, he's traveling, so it's like, suddenly I got the thought, the pool really usually gets actually the water, which I don't like, the water from the rain. Thinking, we could use that, and then I think source just guided me, say, find out how to flush the water out of the pool, and that's it. We had a fabulous way. So we stayed home for 3 or 4 days. The food was enough, and today there is sun. The first sun ever for a week, so it should be good now. Thank you. So fear is good. Fear forces reactions. Reactions creates results. Well, this is when you don't know the law of attraction. Yes. Fear, it depends. It's really, I would say, with the law, knowing that the laws of the universe, that when you have fear, you attract more. Yes, you can force an action. But if you force it without having done any kind of release before, you're going to create more fear. It's like the action will not give you the results you want, and then it's going to go downhill, and people don't realize that that's the case. Because there is a law. It's like gravity. When you're in fear, you're gravity to other things that are frightening. So the first thing to do is be responsible for you, your own vibration, your own feelings. Change that first, and then take action, and then it's going to be great. But acting in absolute fear, it has to be, you will see that the universe will reverse to you some more frightening things at the end. So you might force something out, but then 2 days later you get another frightening thing going on. And you don't even connect the dots because you have not healed your fear. You have not changed your vibration. There is still fear in there that has not been healed. So you do need to heal your fear. Hi, Christine is here, and Sonia. Hello, welcome on Facebook. Yes, there are so many. So, all right, so let's see, what time is it? We still have a little time. Next week, remember, next Wednesday will be shorter. I will begin a little bit earlier, 1:45, and then we will finish at 1:15 because I have my inner circle beginning. And so every Wednesday will be a little shorter. I'll do just one question and one meditation. Farah said, Colette, I finally listened and got rid of my friend who was nothing but negativity. Yes, yesterday she was too nasty when discussing my wedding and how it apparently was an inconvenience for her. Oh, wow. So that's when you decided to let go of her? Congratulations. I'm mad that let myself stay in a negative friendship for so long, but I see this as a universe showing me who my real friends are and allowing me to get rid of such a negative energy-filled person. Absolutely. Sometimes you have a threshold of acceptability because you don't really get it. And some people, actually 99.9% of the population doesn't get it, that what you feel creates. So you get to want to be nice, and you want to be loved, and you want to be accepted, even by the people who are the most negative. And you sacrifice yourself. It affects your world, it affects your life, and you begin having not a lot of luck, and things begin to go downhill from there. And you don't even know why. It's because you're spending so much time thinking negative thoughts. So when you understand that that's your life, you will not accept that anymore. I'm so happy to let go of, students or anyone who is not aligned with my vibration. All I want in my courses and in my life is high vibration, love, appreciation, gratitude, have fun, support, trust, all those positive energies. Anything that's not that, I don't know. I let go. I release. I let go because it's not a fit, And you have to do the same, because if not, you're just spoiling your life and you're not helping the other person's life at all. That's a mistake. It sounds like she's, so please don't be mad. Please, the next step for you, Farah, is to forgive yourself. You did the best you could. You had a good intention. Originally, it's because you're a loving person, you're caring, you try to uplift someone else. You want to do the best, and you have a good heart. But the thing is, you have to look at the facts. It just doesn't help you. And it doesn't help her, because she is having another opportunity to go in the dump and spend time and energy thinking and saying things that are getting her into even more trouble. So really, it is a poison gift. Poisonous gift forced from her and you. So let it go. And forgive yourself. Be good with yourself, Farah. You needed that lesson. Be grateful you got it. And you got it, and now you make a decision. I will never do that again, You make a decision and say, I'll be taking care of my vibration. Even if I have less friends, who cares? I prefer to be by myself, listening to good things, joining the Facebook, having fun with some higher vibrational friends than having someone who destroys my vibration. That takes so much energy. You see all the time you're spending because of that? Let it go. Be loving to yourself. It's a great opportunity for you to send love to yourself. Yes. Tesla. Oh, did you see the Tesla story in Facebook? So making sure everyone is in Facebook group. Okay, we are growing by the dozen right now, but I just want to make sure. So I'm giving you my access to the wonderful welcome gifts page, and in that welcome gift page, when you click on the link, you'll be accepted, and you'll be actually having the link that gets you to the invitation to the Facebook group. So that's how you get it. One place, you get it all. You get all my gifts and invitation to the private Facebook group, so that where we can share our wins and our manifestations. So like I was saying, I manifested a Tesla, and then several people are getting it too right now. All right. Yeah, absolutely. We all will get a Tesla. They are coming out with a pretty reasonable price Tesla right now. I am recording it on Facebook. So that's great. All right, perfect. Judy, I sounds like I have a good video on Facebook. So let's see where we are. All right. Yeah, I like your analogy. It's like giving out unhealthy food. It's like you invite, if you have a negative friend, it's a friend that invites you to dinner and shares with you the most rotten food she can find, because that's all she knows, And you're getting sick and she's getting sick. So it's an opportunity for both of you to get sick. That's a great metaphor. So if you are loving, truly, you say, you know what, I'm going to prevent you from spending more time bringing more negative things into your world, and I send you free, and I set myself free. Yes, hi Ma, he's here from South Africa, wonderful. I'm definitely going to be grateful that I don't have to have those constant negative conversations anymore. I'm going to try really hard to forgive myself. Yeah, that's where you need to learn how to do inner dialogue, okay? Change your inner dialogue. Find a thought that feels better. It's a habit you need to take. That's the kind of habits I like to train my students with. You need a new habit, Farah. How do you have your inner dialogue? How do you shift that? And you want to look for a thought that feels better. So what is the thought that could feel better for you? You know, I was giving you already a few. I was already lifting you up. You see, if you listen, it's like, hey, I did the best I could with what I knew. I had a good intention. That really helps me usually. Look into your heart and find out your intention and say, you know what? I had a good intention. My intention was to try to not hurt her, to be good with her, to, you know, I had the intention to prevent her from feeling rejected or any kind of thing. But, you know, it just doesn't work for me. And I am good that I'm happy that I found out that. So please forgive yourself. Don't lose a minute not forgetting. It's actually the gift. Forgiveness is the highest vibration. It's a vibration of, I was reading yesterday something, it's like the vibration of gold and the golden mean. It's vibrationally or symbolically the absolute perfection in the universe. When you tune into the golden mean frequency when you forgive yourself, it's really worth it. Hello. So this trick is catching yourself when you think something negative and change it with a positive thought. Yeah, the trick is to catch yourself. You're right. That's really the trick. And that's a good question. You're not going to be able to go from down the ladder to up the ladder in a jump. You have to be gentle with yourself. It's a journey. It's like an elastic. You can't just go from 0 to 100 meters. It's going to pop. You just go slowly and you stretch it to its limit. So it's exactly like that. You take a vibration and you have to stretch it and change it slowly in a few, minutes or different thoughts, but not like from one, I am in fear and panic. The other one is, I am joyful. That doesn't work. It brings you even more into contrast and show you that you're even more in panic. So what you want is, if you're in a negative thoughts, just turn it around gently. Talk to yourself in a gentle manner. Take the relief route. I call it the relief route. It's like it feels a little bit better. That's good. Doesn't have to feel fantastic right now. Feels a little better, and then a little better, and then a little better. And if you keep doing, within a few minutes only, you might just turn it around. It's like a car. You can't just do and 180, you're on the other side. No, you have to just turn and find a way to turn around, and then now you're going in the other direction. Really, this is exactly like that. All right, so make sure that you get your gift page, that you join us on the Facebook group. It's recorded right now, so if your connection is not good, you'll be able to listen. And then, hello. Welcome everyone. Blue Phoenix is here. And Millie, I think you're from Serbia. We have so many new people from Serbia because we have a whole group that is in the law of attraction over there, and they just got word of our group, and so they're joining in, and it's fabulous, and we're so welcoming. We love you all, and thank you for being here. So let's do the meditation now and raise our vibration. Stay in the present moment. That's what everything is, where peace is, where love is. So take a breath, put your feet on the ground, feel the sole of your foot. Take a deep breath. Actually listen to your breath. And put a light smile on your face. Just a perfect smile. The smile that makes you feel good. Like Buddha. A beautiful smile. And feel the difference between different smiles. If you smile too big or too small, just find the one that feels the best. And then imagine looking at yourself in a mirror. And here you go, you see yourself smiling. And it's very comforting to see yourself smiling. Your brain knows it's you and you're smiling. And shoots another rocket of possibilities of joy and peace inside of your brain. It's just beautiful. It sends tons of neurotransmitters in your brain. I am safe. I am totally safe and at peace. Everything always works out for me. We're good. Yes. And now see the smiley face coming on the mirror. Beautiful yellow smiley face, but it's activated, it's kind of alive, and it's winking at you and it's smiling at you. Say hello, friend. Hello. Makes you smile. Hello. And now you're smiling and you're sending this smile inside of you, and you're even inviting the smiley face inside of you. And inside of your brain, and it's smiling to the brain, and you're smiling to the brain, and it's like, oh, I love you, brain, you're beautiful, you're so fantastic, you've been so good for me all my life. And take a breath, and now the smiley face slides down into the neck. And we're sending a lot of smile and love and appreciation to the neck. Thank you, neck. You're working so well for me. All the muscles are relaxing and releasing themselves. You're sending a lot of relaxation in your neck. And you keep smiling and sending this smile. And now the smile is going down into your heart and lung area. You're smiling into your heart and into your lungs. Thank you. You're beautiful. You're working so well. And now the smile goes down into the belly. A big smile on the belly. Yes, we love you, all of that, all those organs, you're digesting and you're doing everything we need. I'm so grateful. Thank you for you. Your good work. Take a deep breath and then send the smiley face. Now there are two of them, they have doubled. And they're going down the legs and down onto your feet, and they are smiling at you back. Hello. Hello, hello. Little smileys on my feet. Hello. It's like Disney World, you know, the Disney movie. You have animations and physical people too at the same time. It's fun. Hello. All right, sending smile to your feet. I love you all my toes. You can spread your toes around, move them around and say thank you, thank you, thank you. And now you're taking a deep breath up, and oh, the smiley face come back up, all in one. And now spreading around in your shoulders and sending relaxation and resetting itself. The entire shoulder is resetting to their natural tension, to their natural relaxation state. And then the smiley faces are sliding down the arms into your hands. Now you look in your palm and you see two smiling faces. They are so cute. And they're winking at you again. It's like, yeah, have a good day. They say yes. Now we're going to spread our arms and we're going to hold hands. So I'm going to hold a hand in Farah in San Diego. Farah, you are holding my hand. And then on the right side, I have New York and anyone else that is on the way. And then from New York, we're going up to London, and there should be some English, UK. Perhaps Moa is there. And so someone in London or in UK is holding the flame. And then from UK, we're going to Tina in Finland, going north. And Tina, you're just going to go down to Ma in South Africa, and anyone on the path is holding on to the line. And then up to Serbia. Now that we have so many people in Serbia, hold on to the flame and hold their hands to Croatia. And from Croatia, we go to Bulgaria with Nikolai, and then all around the world. I don't know if we have anyone from Australia today, and we can just hold into Sydney, Australia, a flame that represents the entire country. And then from Sydney, we go back to San Diego. And here we go. If you're anywhere on this map, on the planet, hold on to that line. It's a line of love and peace and appreciation and fun and blessings. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I'm sending blessings to all. And every one of you, we're smiling at each other, sending love and blessings, and we are all good and loving to each other and to the world. Take deep breaths, and your breath out, you're spreading the blessings all over this planet. And a lot of them are spread around Texas right now. Yes, to help people. Great. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Love you, big hug. Make sure you grab your gift if you're new here, your welcome gift. And then I'll see you on the Facebook group. And yes, see you tomorrow. Bye.